right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. No, the title is not really clickbait. I did not get this full V-Jump scan. Shout out to the boy Air Dokkan for posting this. So Gogeta is actually going to be here, which we all kind of anticipated, right? It's like we all were like, oh, the unit super attack is obviously going to have to be Gogeta, right? It was just no questions asked. But now it's a bit more of a confirmation here because again, the V-Jump shows Goku and Vegeta fusing, so that means I'm going to assume that it's going to be a free-to-play Gogeta incoming. Because like me and the boy Periodic talked about in his video, if you guys have not checked out his newest video, I'm in it. Go ahead and check out his video. I'll go ahead and drop a link in the description, basically talking about Gogeta and Janemba's banners. If it's like kind of hype or not, go ahead and check that out. This video is gonna be more about Gogeta being in Pikkon Super Attack, which I think is pretty dope. I think we all kind of expected it. I think for the most part, we're all like, yeah, obviously unit super attack is going to be Gogeta in it. That money, right? So I think it's pretty cool to see that because now there's going to be some type of hype to Gogeta, right? Not to Gogeta, but to Pikkon. And I think the reason why they're doing this, it's like I think we're going towards a new meta, a new era to say, with these unit super attacks, where they're going to be able to implement different units into these super attacks without them having to actually drop the unit. Because guess what? Since they didn't drop Gogeta here, they could drop an LR Gogeta. They could transform. They could do a Goku and Vegeta transforming into Gogeta now. There's plenty of different options now for Gogeta without them even having to put Gogeta in the title. So right here, it's fine. But my biggest question is, why didn't they just use Super Saiyan 3 Goku for this? Like, did a Super Saiyan 3 Goku / Pikkon card that goes in, that has an exchange into Gogeta or something like that? Why just Pikkon? Because even with just Pikkon, like, that's not too hype, right? So all in all, it's alright. I mean, it's cool. It's like it's aight, right? It's nothing too crazy in the sense that you have to summon for this, but in the sense that it's I think it's a better. Pikkon might be a bit cooler now because he does have a Gogeta animation. From the looks of it, it's going to be them transforming into Gogeta, and then I'm guessing he's just going to do the Soul Punisher. So that's what it's probably going to look like here. And then obviously, to all the new guys who don't know, the Gogeta that will probably be in it, it's going to be this one. Most likely going to be this one, right? I am like 100% certain it's going to be this one right here. It's obviously straight from the movie. He's going to do the exact same little deal there. So I would probably say still don't summon for it, right? I don't think it's worth summoning for because again, 6-year anniversary is right around the corner, which I do have a video coming out in 3 hours with Mr. Baby, basically talking about the 6 years. So definitely check that out once it drops. But again, just to kind of go over it a bit more, and for future Dokkan event, like Dokkan banners, I see this happening a lot more. This isn't going to be the first time this happens. It's going to happen a lot more, bro. Be on the lookout for that because you're going to be seeing stuff like this happen way more frequently. I'm sure they could make another Tien card that has like a card that goes into Vegito, or a Goku card that goes into Vegito, or just kind of stuff like that. Like there's so many different options now that they just kind of opened up, and now this might be the first taste of 2021 Dokkan, these unit super attacks, which in hindsight isn't too bad, right? Because let's look at it like this: everybody's been wanting more cards away from the hype beast. Like we've been wanting more Janemba type cards, or cool, like different type of things, right? Like Turles, Bojack, just kind of stuff like that. And so I can't really complain here about this because again, in hindsight, it's fine. I don't see too many issues with it, but in overall hype, obviously Pikkon isn't the hypest for a dual Dokkan Fest, so they're making up for that by throwing Gogeta into it. That's pretty much everything that they're doing here, right? Instead of just throwing a standalone Gogeta, they want to hold that for a rainy day. And by the way, they gave us a transforming Janemba here, I believe. I think his T-War is a super Janemba, like the transformed Janemba, or is it the fat Janemba that transforms into him? I can't really tell. I do see the SSR and then the UR and then the UR there, so maybe that is the case. Fat Janemba will be, and then he transforms into the normal Janemba, so we could still maybe get standalone Gogeta and Janemba as a dual Dokkan Fest somewhere down the line. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, but we could definitely see something like that at some point in the future. So we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. I'm still pretty excited to see how this is going to play out. Like if it's going to be super nice, like how the quality of the animation. Are they going to put a lot of money into this? I'm excited to see, right? Because again, Janemba is not the hypest unit in the world either, or PyCon. So in my eyes, I'm like, is why are they throwing this at us? I think there's going to be something else with this banner that's going to be really big, and obviously with PyCon having this, Gogeta super attack, it pretty much implements the fact that they know that PyCon's not going to sell by himself. So I think we're going to see a very nice Gogeta super attack. There's going to be some nice Soul Punisher thing, which by the way, we do need a free to play unit for this Gogeta then, because there's actually some laws in Japan that you can't really, put out a new like type of. So let me give you an example. Let me here's an example, right? So LRB Pan was our first free to play LR with an active skill. They have to have free to play units that do these unit super attacks, and for PyCon they're going to need to do that, right? Because like the LR Vegeta, I believe there is free to play Goku's on. Yeah, like you could use the free to play Goku from the battlefield memory, and use that with Vegeta for Vegeta's active skill to kick in, right? So they kind of have to do the same thing here with PyCon. There needs to be a free to play Gogeta option for you to be able to get this unit super attacks. So I'm expecting a free to play Gogeta coming out, probably during the celebration. That would, maybe that's what it is. It's gonna be PyCon Janemba and then a free to play EZA Gogeta. So they could definitely do something like that. Or I mean, there's a bunch of different things they can do, right? There's definitely a bunch of different things they can do here for the celebration, which is in a video entirety in itself. But right now I'm just looking at it and I'm like, I mean, it's cool and all. It's just, it's not. This is not going to be anything. Like this celebration shouldn't be too worthwhile. But I am expecting something else from this banner, and I'm expecting a free to play Gogeta. They could definitely do an EZA for this free to play Gogeta. That would be nice. Obviously, most people would love a free to play Gogeta. Dope. So here's hoping for that at some point. So we'll see, right? We'll be seeing how this is all going to play out in pretty much the next 2 weeks, because yeah, this is not going to come for the next 2 weeks, right? So we just have to kind of keep that in mind. So this is pretty big, right? Seeing this Gogeta animation is pretty big, and this VGem scan, which is nice, is just for the most part. We'll see what happens. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. I just didn't want to make like a quick little 8-minute video giving my thoughts about this, because I do think it's a bit better. So we'll definitely be seeing that coming up. So if you guys enjoyed, hit that like and sub. We are almost monetized, everybody. Congrats. Yes, we are waiting for YouTube to basically give us the last call. So all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.